Welcome to the Academy, a series focused on the basics of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Your legacy in Star Wars: The Old Republic is a system that connects all of your characters on a server together, giving them the ability to share benefits and make progress towards goals together. In this video, we'll be going over the basics of what your legacy is in the game and how it ties all your characters together, how you can take advantage of the legacy system, and what you can do with it whether you're a new player or a long-time veteran to the game. You can start by creating your legacy once any of your characters finish their final quest on their first planet. I think you might also need to be level 10. To create your legacy once you meet those requirements, go to the main menu at the top, roll over the icon of a person and choose Legacy. The default key to open the legacy window is Y on your keyboard. The first thing you'll be asked to do is to choose your legacy name. Your legacy name is a name you can choose to represent all your characters on your server. It's kind of like a last name, but if you don't plan for all your characters to have the same last name, it can also serve as a symbol of your characters or your online nickname. Some examples could be like Star Wars last names, Darth Mar, Satil Shan, or Ahsoka Tano. You could use a symbolic name that ties your characters together like Starbinder, Dawnbringer, or Nightstorm. Or of course you can always use your online nickname like Shadow, Introvert IRL, or I Love Revan, all one word. Unlike character names, your legacy name does not need to be unique. You can share a legacy name with other people. There are lots of other hidden rules like not being able to use a space in your name. Basically, if you click the create button after choosing a name and the window closes but nothing happens, this means you broke one of the hidden rules. It doesn't always show an error message. You can then close your legacy window, reopen it, and try another name. If a legacy name is acceptable, when you click create, a pop-up shows up asking to confirm your legacy name choice, so you can try out names and confirm once you've actually chosen one. For the most part, other players won't see your legacy name unless you join a guild, where it becomes very visible. You can, however, enable your legacy name to show up as a last name for your character above your character's head. To show your legacy name, click the tiny icon of a medal on the top left of your character sheet in the Gear tab, then check the Display Legacy Surname box. That area also has legacy titles, which once earned can be used on any of your characters in your legacy and can be seen by other players. There's some fun legacy titles like Incredible Smell Discoverer, Perfect Gold Bisector, The Living Legend, Meatbag, Galactic Chef, and The Unlucky. Now let's talk about the Legacy panel. The Legacy panel is an area in-game that shows many of your legacy-wide unlocks and accomplishments. You can use the menu on the left of the Legacy panel to explore your legacy. Once again, your legacy is shared by all your characters on your server. It is not shared with any characters you have on other servers who will have their own separate legacy. Once you have your legacy created, you can start earning legacy points and legacy levels. You can see your current legacy level at the top of the legacy panel, near your legacy name. Some unlocks and rewards are only available to players who have reached a certain legacy level, and the max is legacy level 50. You earn legacy levels by gaining legacy XP. Whenever you earn normal experience in the game, you also gain some legacy experience automatically. You can see your legacy XP at the bottom of your screen. It's a tiny purple bar at the very bottom. The more XP you get from a normal quest or activity, the more legacy XP you get. In general, doing quests at a higher level will grant you more legacy points. Your legacy panel also has a fun but very outdated family tree you can play with. It has no importance to the mechanics of the game, but many players enjoy connecting their characters together in the family tree. You can click and drag a character from the right onto the family tree to start. Then you can click and drag a second character over the first, which will prompt you to drag that second character over the connection your characters have: spouse, rival, ally, adopted child, child, and sibling. These connections have no practical meaning or use in the game apart from your enjoyment. Now let's talk about unlocks. Unlocks are various things you can get for your characters. There's a whole bunch of different types of unlocks in the game, from convenience-based unlocks to unlocking cosmetics across your account. These unlocks are spread out across the game, but many are located in the Legacy panel. Some unlocks are for your characters, some are for all your characters legacy-wide, and others are for your entire account on all servers. We'll start with character unlocks. Character perks are unlocks that are available per character. You pay credits to unlock them for each of your characters individually, rather than once for all your characters in your legacy. Sometimes these are accidentally called legacy unlocks because they're located in the legacy panel, but they're not legacy-wide. Each character perk has a different requirement. Some require a certain character level, some require a certain legacy level, and others have slightly more obscure requirements. As you get the ability to unlock them, you can choose which ones you think are worth paying credits to unlock. Then there's legacy-wide unlocks. In the Other tab, under the Global Unlocks section is where some of the best unlocks in the entire game are located. The Global Unlocks section is legacy-wide. When you unlock them, they become available across all your current and future characters on your server. There's multiple subcategory pages you can look through here, but when players refer to legacy unlocks, they usually mean the Other tab under Global Unlocks. Datacrons are something else that are legacy-wide. Datacrons are hidden objects in Star Wars: The Old Republic that you can find to earn a permanent boost for your characters. Back in the day, you had to find them per character, but now you get them once and they apply to your whole legacy, and you can see them in the legacy panel. Reputation is something else that's also legacy-wide. Reputation is a way of gaining favor with factions across the galaxy. You gain reputation by doing quests that help the faction you want to gain favor with, and in return you get exclusive mounts, armors, titles, pets, and achievements. Because reputation is shared across your legacy, any progress you make on one character will contribute to your entire legacy's standing with that faction, and often any rewards you unlock will become available for your other characters as long as they meet the requirements to use them. Achievements are also legacy-wide. Achievements are a way of tracking your accomplishments in the game. Some achievements are fun or a part of secret quests, while others are less interesting and are meant for players to hunt down who have been playing the game for a long time. This especially ties into the idea of legacy-wide. If you have multiple characters, you'll be often contributing towards your legacy's achievements in the background as you play. So that covers pretty much everything in the legacy panel, which is often what players are thinking of when they refer to the term your legacy. However, the legacy system actually touches so many other parts of the game. I'll start with what's by far my favorite. Your legacy bank is the most convenient way to share items and credits between your characters. The legacy bank feature is even available to free-to-play and preferred players. To get a legacy bank, you must complete the Stronghold quest on the fleet at level 15 or higher, and you'll receive a free legacy bank to put in your stronghold, your own personal house that you can visit and decorate. To start the Stronghold introduction quest, head to the Strongholds and Crew Skills section of the fleet and look for a blue holographic quest giver. A starter stronghold only costs 5,000 credits to unlock. Once you get your first legacy bank for your stronghold, you'll be able to use the legacy banks on the fleet as well. Your legacy bank can only store and share certain types of items. You cannot place any items that are bound to your character in your legacy bank. For example, most armors you have equipped or picked up off the ground. You should store anything that you want to keep that is bound to legacy or unbound in your legacy bank. If you roll over an item in your inventory and it says bound on it, you won't be able to put it in your legacy bank, and you'll have to put it in your green personal cargo hold instead, or hoard it in your inventory, or sell it to a vendor instead. If an item has a timer on it in red text, it won't be able to go in your legacy bank while the timer is running. You can also deposit credits into your legacy bank, which is an easy way for you to transfer credits between your characters. If you're free to play and getting close to that 1 million credit limit, you can dump credits into your legacy bank to save them from going into escrow. Just keep in mind you can still only withdraw up to 1 million at a time. Your crafting materials can also be shared between your characters. When you pick up crafting materials from gathering, crew skill missions, or the GTN, your crafting materials will be automatically deposited into your materials inventory. Your materials inventory is shared by all your characters in your legacy, and you can open it by clicking the icon of a blue diamond at the top of your inventory. You can search for specific materials, and if you have any of those, they'll show up, or you can browse by category. When you craft, materials will be automatically pulled from your materials inventory, so you never have to take them out to craft. Many currencies you can earn in the game are also shared across your legacy. To see your currencies, go to the Currency tab at the top of your inventory. There's only a few types of currency that are per character. Strongholds and decorations are also legacy-wide. Sort of. Strongholds are SWTOR's version of player housing. You can buy a house and then decorate it the way you'd like. Strongholds are legacy-wide, and any you unlock will be available to all your characters in your legacy. In addition, when you decorate a stronghold, your decorations will be there for all of your characters to enjoy. For the most part, decorations are also legacy-wide. However, if you're trying to place down mounts, pets, or companions, those will be per character, so you'll have to be on the character who owns them to put them down in your stronghold. Legacy-bound armor is any armor that can be shared by any characters in your legacy. Some armors are cosmetic and don't have any stats attached to them, while others have stats and numbers and are meant to be shared between your max level characters. Players often collect legacy-bound armor so they can share them between characters, create outfits with them, or to spend less time creating multiple armor sets for each of their max level characters. Conquest also ties into your legacy. Conquests are a way of completing rotating weekly objectives in the game to earn some great rewards by playing different parts of the game. You gain points by completing certain tasks like flashpoints or war zones, which change each week. Conquest objectives are shared between all characters in your legacy, so you can work on them with multiple characters, though completing them and earning points and rewards for them are per character. Galactic Seasons is kind of similar. Galactic Seasons allows you to complete daily and weekly objectives to earn rewards over the course of 5 months. But unlike Conquest, you can work on Galactic Seasons with any of your characters, and they will all contribute to your overall legacy-wide progress. So it doesn't matter which character you are on when you complete the objectives. Many of the rewards are also legacy-bound. PvP Seasons, much like Galactic Seasons, also allows you to complete weeklies in player versus player content to earn rewards over the course of 3 months. You can also work on PvP Seasons objectives and the reward track points on any of your characters, as they'll all contribute towards your progress in PvP Seasons. Much like Galactic Seasons, many of the rewards are legacy bound. Collections are technically account-wide, but many players use them as part of their legacy. The collection system is a way of unlocking Cartel Market items across your entire account for all your characters on every server. Almost any Cartel Market armor set, mount, emote, color crystal, weapon, things like that, can be unlocked through collections, as well as a few that are earned, like the Remnant sets from Heroics or the Galactic Seasons armors. Many players will buy or earn a piece of armor, unlock it in collections, and then use it for multiple characters in their legacy, or even characters on other servers. I hope you enjoyed this overview of everything that the Star Wars The Old Republic legacy system has to offer to you and all of your characters on your server. If you're curious about the different unlocks you can get for your legacy or for your character, when I tallied them up there was about 169, so I skipped them for this video, but I do have a huge comprehensive list about how to unlock them, where to unlock them, what they cost, and what they do in the written version of this guide on Swtorista.com. If you want to show your support for these amazing in-depth resources about Star Wars The Old Republic, please visit Swtorista.com/support. And if you like this video, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. As always, may the Force be with you.